At the beginning of 2024, we all assumed that this was the year that Yellowstone was going to shine as a franchise with a bunch of new releases in line. However, now that we are almost in October, it is clear that 2024 is not the year of Yellowstone. Yes, the original series will release its Season 5 Part 2 in November, but for the rest of the expected releases in the franchise, we will have to wait until 2025. And one of those highly expected releases is none other than 1923 Season 2. The good news is that even though the series suffered from a bunch of setbacks over the past couple of years, we have a lot of information on what to expect from the new season. So without further ado, let's dive in to see the plot, exact release date, and the new cast members. First, good news. 1923 Season 2 is back on track and filming is resuming despite all the challenges. After a delay due to the Hollywood strikes, filming for 1923, Season 2 kicked off again in July. So what's the latest on production? According to NBC Montana, the 1923 crew is headed back to Montana next month, where they'll be filming in Butte. Even though they've shot a lot of the season in Austin, Texas, they're returning to Montana to keep things authentic. And personally, I love it when they film the shows in the exact spots that they are set in. Something about it feels more real and genuine, so I'm glad they will be back in Montana. According to the news, the team will spend about a month filming at a ranch, the Civic Center, and other spots around Uptown Butte. Starting in mid to late October, we know that Season 1 was a huge production, with costs running up to $35 million per episode. They filmed all over the world in places like Malta, Kenya, and South Africa, but returning to Butte will definitely give fans that classic Montana vibe the show is known for. This huge expanse is one of the reasons why it took a lot of time to come up with the second season. Taylor Sheridan previously mentioned that he films every episode as if they were big-budget movies. That's why it is a challenge for the studio to invest in 1923 Season 2. But thankfully, they finally had the budget to film it, so we can welcome it soon. As for when we'll get to see Season 2, I'm sorry to announce that there's no official release date yet. However, given the current production timeline and the promotion efforts needed for such a big show, we will probably wait until 2025 for new episodes. The exact release date is expected to be March 2025. Which would make sense as it would be right after the ending of Yellowstone Season 5 Part 2. As far as the plot is concerned, this season is shaping up to be even more intense with rumors suggesting a darker storyline. The new season is expected to take us deeper into the challenges faced by the Dutton family as they continue to fight for their land and legacy. One of the biggest cliffhangers from the Season 1 finale was Spencer being separated from Alexandra, with him stuck on a cargo ship and her forced to stay behind. Season 2 could explore Spencer's long, dangerous journey back to Montana, mirroring his father James Dutton's epic journeys from 1883. This arc would likely be filled with physical and emotional trials, especially as Sheridan often writes characters facing personal growth through immense struggle. So, we can expect Spencer to encounter new challenges while trying to reunite with Alex, perhaps introducing new characters and alliances along the way. Personally, I believe Alex will reach Montana with their baby at hand, but she won't have the time to enjoy her happiness with Spencer, as she will fall victim to the fight between Donald and the Duttons. Struggling with the loss of Alex, Spencer will leave Montana forever and return to his life in Africa. Far from the bitter memories, do you think this is too dark of a plotline for the show? Do you see a happy ending for Spencer and Alexandra? Let me know in the comments. You may also remember that Jacob was left gravely injured but alive after his brutal attack. In Season 2, he may struggle to hold on to power and the ranch as his physical and mental state could deteriorate. Typical of Sheridan's theme of resilience amidst hardship, Jacob's leadership might be challenged not just by external enemies like Donald Whitfield, but also within his family as Kara becomes more of a strategic leader, showcasing her strength and intelligence. I'm always here for Dutton women to shine, but I would be very sad if she somehow lost against Donald. Of all people, but let me know who you are rooting for in the feud. There is no need to remind anyone that Donald Whitfield was a significant antagonist in Season 1. and his power play to seize the Duttons' land through financial control sets up a major conflict for Season 2. Expect Sheridan to lean into themes of wealth disparity, corruption, and power struggles, with Whitfield continuing to use his resources and influence to threaten the Dutton legacy. He may also introduce more corporate or government figures into the conflict, reflecting broader tensions between big business and small landowners in early 20th century America. Personally, I always struggle to pick a side in such fights since I know that the businesses have always been on throughout history, so it feels a bit weird to see Duttons fighting in a losing game. What do you think about the Duttons' fight against the major changes and desire to preserve the traditions? I can't wait to hear your thoughts on the issue. Now onto a very underrated character in the show. Tiona's storyline in Season 1 highlighted the traumatic legacy of Native American boarding schools, and her arc seems poised to expand in Season 2. Given Sheridan's emphasis on historical injustices, Tiona's escape and a potential reunion with her family could lead to a broader exploration of indigenous struggles against government oppression. Sheridan might connect Tiona's storyline to the modern-day struggles of the Rainwater family in Yellowstone, offering a historical perspective on the land dispute still relevant in the flagship series. This is one of the storylines that I'm most excited about, but let me know what you think of it. Sheridan often introduces new characters to expand the universe and create additional layers of conflict. Season 2 could see new villains or allies entering the fold, especially as Spencer travels back home and the conflict with Whitfield escalates. Sheridan is known for casting strong actors in pivotal roles, so don't be surprised if major stars join the cast in Season 2. But no, I don't think Matthew McConaughey will be cast in this particular Yellowstone show. Let me know who you hope to see in the show though. For more content on 1923 and other Yellowstone shows, make sure to like and follow.